everyone, and welcome to another stream. I hope you guys are doing well today. I forgot to start up Destiny. I forgot how streaming works. Do I have the thing? I do have the thing. Do I need this open? I don't need that open. Hope you guys are doing well today. I am just happy to be here today. Oh my god. I am looking forward to telling you guys all about my weekend as we get further into stream. Oh man. But for now, let's just get set up. I simply just want to start streaming. I simply just want to go. I was like upset last week that I didn't stream at all. No, I think I did one stream. Maybe? I don't think I don't think I streamed at all last week. Which explains a lot. I was like really annoyed that I didn't get a chance to stream last week. And I am still a little annoyed about it, TBH with you. But honestly, with the week I had, I'm fine now. With whatever happened. It was, oh my god. It was just, I'll talk about it later. Did I just hear myself? Test, test, test? Hello? No. Sorry, I thought I heard myself. Which I shouldn't hear myself over the stream, but here we are. Let me turn that off. Close that. I don't need that open. I'm like all over the place. So sorry. That's honestly just been my weekend. I'm like also really tired. Very tired. I'm eepy. But I've been tired all weekend also. Oh man. What have I even done? I'm so behind on Destiny things and just not being able to do anything for the last 5 days, a week, in the last week, because I haven't played Destiny outside of what I was doing last week. God, I've lived a lifetime. Hold on. I had full intentions of talking about Prismatic with you guys because I wanted to do like a whole thing about, and I'll still do it. I still have plenty of time. It's the 20th. Gosh, I was also going to talk about Void AM things. I should have maybe made a list. Maybe the list would have helped me out. But like, here we are now. This is what we're at this very second in time. But let's see. Let me change this preview to be my display capture. Not that one. This one. Why is that so big? This one? There we go. So this is using what Bungie put out there, and most of these assets come from Court Project's infographic. They have it like really nicely set up where you could see all of them. They're over on Twitter. They're literally just Court Projects right here. They also have a Ko-Fi where you can get all of this stuff and more and support them. Let's see, but they have this like really nice graphic where you could see all the things that are coming with Prismatic as we've seen so far, or as they've told us via their Vidoc and stuff, and like the TWABs, etc. And Core Projects is just taking it and organize all the information per class And I believe they also have a spreadsheet out there with all this information. They post regularly on the Reddit, so that's usually where you can find like the rest of all of their information. But we have like what other aspects and modifiers we're gonna get, such as like shatter, volatile, etc., etc. They even have some of the fragments on here. There's gonna be 21 total, and they only showed us 12. Hey, how are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Oh man, I hope you're doing well today. Hi, 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 hi. Doing well? I'm happy to hear that. Very, very happy to hear that. And so they also have all of this. This is the part I haven't done. I haven't done any of the fragments. That's where I left off. I took like a day not working on this, not knowing I wasn't gonna have any of the weekend to work on it. But like I took all of those like little ability things and I put them on this page, which is what we see in game, more or less. Because I wanted to do like a click thing. I was gonna do it like on, I don't know, like PowerPoint or like over on OneNote, where I was gonna be able to click it and then it would expand things. Maybe I still will. I don't know. I don't have time. We don't have too much time before this comes out. So this might just have to be the extent of it, and then I just have a list of the fragments. We'll probably do this maybe on Wednesday. I'll do like my Buildcraft stream where I come up with kind of like, I have kind of an idea of what I want to do, because a lot of what they put in here are things that I use all the time. You're so excited for this. Oh my gosh, right? So am I. I'm so excited. I'm so hyped just to use this. A lot of what's in this kit are things I use anyways. Like I'm a big fan of Gunpowder Gamble. It's like in my build. I mean, if you guys ever watch my Gambito plays, I'm always Gunpowder Gambling. I love that build with oh, what is the name of the pants? Wait, what is the name of my shoes? My Radiant Dance Machines. Yeah. The Void build I have and the Stasis build are gonna burn through as hell, yeah. Oh, it's so good. I have a friend, Jackie, who's already like set up primers for builds that he is excited to try out. For me, I'm excited. There's a lot of things I'm excited for. Like, I love using Spectre. I love Stylish Executioner. I love Winter Shroud. I love Gunpowder Gamble. This new aspect for Arc looks dope. Honestly, it's going to be hard to choose my like starting build because of it. But like, I love using my Duskfield Nain. And just the fact that you get Ignition. There's so many just build possibilities that I really need to like sit down with the fragments and really just start hashing it out, because I have so many thoughts on some cool things you can do. So many cool things. Oh, very excited for Arc. Yeah. I'm not super excited about the super. Just because I don't know how I'm gonna use it. Anything that has like a short usage, I'm very weary of. I need to see how much damage it does. Because if I'm throwing myself into danger, I'm a little concerned as to what that means for me as a person. The super is a bit bold, yeah. I mean, I have to see it in person. I have to see what it does. It does feel a little bad that it's like 4 knives and it's over. 3-4 knives and it's over. But I'm not an Arc main, so I'm not heartbroken about it. I'm happy we got Combination Blow though. on with our melee that has so many possibilities, especially with ignites. I'm very excited for that. Like I said, this basically takes everything I like, all the builds that I enjoy on Hunter, and like my not meta favorite builds. Because like obviously there's like Nighthawk, there's like her Falcon builds, and there's Orpheus rig builds, Star Eater scales, etc. There's like the on meta build, and then there's the fun stuff I enjoy doing on the side. And that's all here. All of it's here, and I'm very excited for it. As someone who just got into Blink Warlock, I totally get it. There are better supers. Yeah. So this is something I'll get into. It was something I was hoping to get into on Friday. But circumstances changed that one up for us. So I'm also excited to look at more at the exotics. Because the exotics are going to be like the exotic class items are going to really be game changers. So I'm interested in looking at that also. Also, all the things they've been putting out, like the new exotic armors, a sniper that apparently gives you golden gun, which is like real weird champ in my opinion, but whatever. Sorry, everyone gets golden gun. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I haven't been able to look at much of it, since it came out. But let's see, what Twitter am I logged into right now? Oh, it has to be PB Blades inside because I just tweeted. What do you mean I have to add an existing account? I hate you. I hate it. I have an app that fixes Twitter for me so it doesn't look like shit. And it's not updated on Firefox yet, and I'm mad about it. And so everything is like not where it should be. I have so much extra crap on my screen. It's all like, if you use Twitter like it's looked like for the past year, I mean, you're used to it. I refuse. And I have an extension that changes it to look like its best version. So I am unconcerned. Oh, let's go do Archie before I forget. Before it becomes tomorrow. God, there's so much I need to do before the week restarts. I love that. Archie. Archie. Anya turn. Last time I was on here, I was doing Pantheon stuff, which is why I didn't stream. I was doing Pantheon things. And, I just simply didn't want to subject you guys to Pantheon things. Because all that is a lot of, like, trial and error and just honestly standing around for a long time while people deal with their builds with, like, 5 minutes of actual gameplay. In between wipes.
There is to work.
I did do Outbreak. I did it with Matthew on Tuesday, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. I really needed to decompress one of those days, and Matthew had my back, and we just did it. Where on the moon is Archie? Oh yes, Archie was here. He wanted very much to play fetch. Eris pauses for a moment. I managed to divert his attention to the railgun. Excuse me? I was hoping to send supplies back to his friends across the system using the accelerator. Too bad it's broken. To the accelerator? Fam, what?
I hear the hive calling to me. They know
okay,
what I have done.
Eris, I don't have time for your spooky bullshit right now. I don't have time for your trauma. I need to figure out why you sent Archie to a railgun. And where this damn dog is. I've been digging Pantheon. Yeah, Pantheon's super fun. The skyboxes were brilliant. To someone who didn't do it the first time around, you loved it. Trevor hugged you a lot. Amazing. It was fun. I haven't run Outbreak as much as I've run Whisper. So I forgot a lot about it. Eris! I'm trying to... Okay, we're moving this way. Eris, please. I need to figure out where the fuck this dog went. Archie supplies an accelerator across the universe to a railgun. A railgun. Same. Outbreak was one of my first exotics, but I kind of moved away from it. Yeah, Outbreak's never been one of my favorite. Admittedly, I've just never really used it. Here's the thing. It's my inner contrarian. That's real hard. It's like when someone tells me to do something, it's real hard for me to do it. Everything in my body just says no. So when everyone's just like, man, this is like the best gun in the world. It's like so good. It kills everything. You should use it all the time. I'm just like, damn, this gun sounded cool. But now that you've told me all of this information, I simply don't want it anymore. So, and so I just never use it. I know a lot of people who really like it. I am not one of those people. Is there a railgun on the moon? There's not a railgun on the moon. I'm gonna take a drive around just so I can let me reacquaint myself to those game again and to playing games. Like, it's good for small zoning, but there are way better guns. I mean, here's the thing. I can admit, Cash Money Gavin, that is a name you've simply just chosen, and I respect that. I respect that, Cash Money Gavin. That's not a railgun. That's a ship. I have an image of what I think the railgun looks like, but we'll find out. I'm just gonna ride around. I haven't played this video game in a while. It's like, the thing is that it actually does a shit ton of damage. Just because the nano bites are really kind of disgusting, especially like on bosses. It's why you should always have an Outbreak in your back pocket when you're doing like day 1 raiding, or why you should have one in your back pocket when you're doing day 1 raiding and such. Because why is my FPS low? What's happening right now? Oh, everything is just on high, huh? Jesus. That should help at least a little bit. Yeah, it's like, it's good for that. It's good. It's like decent for ad clear. It's definitely been pushed out of being one of the best ad clear guns by just elemental weapons having elemental things attached to it now. Because back in the day, just having an elemental weapon was just simply a a shield breaker, and now they actually have, you know, things like incandescent, volt shot, etc. That makes it good and unique and gives it ad clear. Fucking Toland, get the fuck out of here, Toland. No one likes you. Toland, if you guys don't know the lore, I hate Toland. Toland and I are mortal and Toland, you bitch, are mortal enemies. I cannot stand Toland. I am. If this game gives me Toland as a big bad evil guy that I can finally murder and let his soul rest in hell, I absolutely like would be over the moon delighted to finally put him down for good, instead of letting him be this like self-righteous bitch. I get more out of my Dark Decider Volt ability. Yeah, it's like I will say that Outbreak is nice because it doesn't have to proc. You just have to shoot. So it's very good in like high-end content and stuff like that. Don't let anyone know that I ever said anything like that though, because I sure don't want anyone to know that I actually think that Outbreak is a decent weapon. God forbid. But I don't know why my start menu pops up sometimes. Please open the door more quickly, and my car is on fire. And I fear it will blow up given the opportunity. It's definitely good for new blueberries. Works with many builds, yeah. It simply is just a good gun. I just refuse to use it. Because too many people always harped on it. People were like, this is the best gun in the world. And I'm like, it's a good gun. But like, I'm not the biggest pulse rifle fan. Like, in any game, I don't like them that much. So I don't use them. But I will have it in my back pocket for like, damage on like Caretaker if I run out of ammo. Oh, who else do you really use it on? There's somebody else that you really use Outbreak on when you run out of ammo. A self-rising zomb? Nice. It's a good name. Good solid name. Good solid names today. Hey, Kalino and Prax! Pre-game lurk! Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it is a Monday, huh? Thank you for stopping by, Prax. No railgun here. Hola, Kalino! How are you? But yeah, I really like to get back on the Outbreak actual mission. I do actually really enjoy it. It's just, I much prefer doing Whisper over Outbreak Perfected. It's just Outbreak Perfected is such a like stressful mission, and I find Whisper not to be that stressful. If you want to get first boss lady in Wish Down, it's good to just farm damage. First boss lady in Wish Down. Oh, Last Wish. True. You still need to do the Whisper mission? Oh my god, you're just like Matt. Matt also, I think, still needs to do Whisper. Why? No, why my mouse isn't like staying stuck in the game? And is like popping in my task manager bar occasionally. You guys can't see it because I only have the game being captured right now. Shut the fuck up, Toland. No one asked you. Fucking Toland, man. What a guy. I haven't had time, I say, after soloing Outbreak last night. Lamau. Soloing Outbreak when Whisper is infinitely easier. So now I get to order a new CPU? No, Prax, you're kidding me. Ugh. That sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out why my mouse keeps opening my task manager off on the side. What do I have you set to? It wasn't that. Sometimes my NVIDIA reflex kind of fucks with my stuff. Hey, thank you so much for the primer, Prax. I guess one of those at least I know is on the way out and it isn't an emergency. Well, that's good. Like, you're on like a time limit, but not like desperately so, right? Time to like look around and wait for a nice sale. Which one of you is it that's causing me issues, you think? This. That's what's causing me issues. I gotta just walk it like a dog. Oh, feel free to ignore me as I just run around here. Looking for something that looks like a railgun. Oh my god, using my mouse for mouse things. It's above me. Nothing here looks like a railgun. Do I just have an innate misunderstanding of what a railgun is?
Hey, I can't hold him anymore!
Hello. I do have to go all the way around. Fuck. I was hoping I wouldn't. I thought this was like a railway. I thought this was like a train railway. I'm so rusty. It's mostly I'm just tired, man. It's been a long fucking weekend. Oh my god, PB, I can't wait for you to see these finished weapons. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see these finished weapons. I'm big excited to see them. It did not like me being on that side. It's probably over here, the other way. I didn't pay a terrible amount of attention. I did, in fact, get up there and immediately look down and read chat while holding W. So that's really on me. This one, on me. Where's my sword? Do I have something on in the background? I don't think so. The Laura Arches line is the entire line's broken. Oh, I see. They use it in the Ishtar days to launch deep space sheeps. Yeah. Then on this side. Listen. I won't. Shut up. I don't want to talk to you, Tolan. Bitch. Tolan, the bitch. I'm very excited to see the finished product, Tolino. From our talks, they sound like they're gonna be so cool. If I were Archie... Oh, it's probably inside, huh? Oh, well. That works too, I guess. At one of these many... Flashing over here. Excuse me, everyone. One of these many consoles is what I was gonna say. I should probably finish my sentences before I start a new one. Just so we all know what we're on the same wavelength. What is he even doing? I know, fucking Tolan, all over the place on this stupid planet. I usually avoid the lines he's at, but I guess this time did not get that opportunity. By golly, let me tell you guys. Let me tell you. So, for those of you who are not in the know, on the 16th, this past Thursday, there was a weather phenomena that came through Texas, and specifically the storm. So if we imagine Houston being like this big circle, this storm system literally passed through the entire city, which almost never happens. Houston is a very large city, and it's just, you know, very improbable that things always go over us all at once. It's like usually one part of the city gets fucked and then not the rest of us. And vice versa. And so what that ended up happening is this weather phenomena called a derecho happened. Derecho, funnily enough, in Spanish means straight, like going in a straight line. And apparently, I've never heard of this weather phenomena, but apparently it's a thing. Derecho just basically means that it's a high wind event, a high wind velocity event. And so we had upwards to 110 miles per hour winds going through this weather system. And because it was about that intense the entire way through the city, once it hit my area, it was around 80 miles. But before that, like as it was hitting the city, it was pretty high enough that there was a tornado, an official tornado that touched down, and I believe North Houston. I'm not in North Houston, so I'm not sure. And honestly, I just got internet back today, so I'm not really caught up with the news to its highest extent here in Houston. Yeah, it was very scary. Because I was getting tornado warnings on my phone for like like 20 minutes before this event. And now we're no strangers to severe weather, severe high winds, dramatic thunderstorms, stuff like that. We're no strangers to any of that. But this is the first time this kind of weather phenomena has happened. Like I said, I personally never heard of it until it happened. But like I got several tornado warnings. And it was a little scary because they give it to you for all of Houston, right? And Houston is a very large city. And so whenever I see tornado warnings, I typically think of North Houston getting those instead of the rest of us. But because it was like 4 or 5 notifications on my phone talking about a tornado warning, and I was like, okay, well now I'm concerned. And then I had literally just gotten my food. I gotten like dinner. I was sitting here, and my window is over here. I'm like, I start hearing a rushing wind sound, right? And you know, when you're taught about tornadoes in school, one of the things that people always talk about is that it sounds like a train is coming. And it's just the large rushing sound of wind that gives you that impression. Also, they also talk about the sky turns green right before a tornado hits. So I was looking out my window because I was a little nervous about it, right? Typically we don't get multiple notifications, especially not like the ones that the emergency notifications you get on your phone. So I'm sitting here, and I look out the window and I hear the rushing wind sound, you know, and I'm like, well, that's concerning. And then I look out and I can see, you know, the clouds, out in the horizon, but I'm not putting too much attention to it because again, storms happen all the time. What I wasn't expecting is for it to happen so quickly. So, I mean, naturally, it's high winds, so that's just how fast the storm is moving. And so, this line of storms, again, is crossing all of Houston. And I would say it's probably took about 30 to 60 seconds for the entire sky to just turn pitch black. It was basically like the eclipse that happened, last month? Where everything just got dark really quickly. And honestly, for here, even though we were close to the path of totality, it was darker. It was darker on Thursday than it was during the eclipse. And with it is just the rushing wind you hear, and it was rain-wrapped wind. So with it, you're hearing like the rain absolutely smash against the windows and like everything, right? So along with the whooshing sound of the wind, you're hearing and seeing the rain like moving side to side because there was still rotation up in the clouds, just not like enough for there to be any tornado activity, thank God. And so but that didn't stop the wind from going all over the place because it came down like this across the house. And then, but like, so there was, they were telling you to treat this essentially as if it were a tornado, which is get away from windows, get into the middle of the house where there is no windows. And so I went out into like the living room area essentially, which admittedly there's a lot of windows in that general area, but at least I could see what was happening as opposed to just like being in my bedroom with only one window. And I'll be completely honest with you, it's mostly fence that I see out my window. So I go out to the living room and we're standing there and we see this wind like hitting my windows front on this way, and then the rain hitting the windows from this side of the house also. And I'm sure if we had windows like to our right and behind me, they'd be hitting those too, which is very disconcerting when that's not how that works. Unless apparently there's a large wind event happening with a little bit of rotation. And like I have my phone, so lights off, right? Like you hear the wind, and like there is rain, there's thunder and lightning, and then there's the rain that's happening and it's totally dark outside. And our transformer for my street is it's a very sensitive boy. As soon as there's like lightning or thunder that hits nearby, instantly it's out. Instantly it's lights out. So there was like thunder, lightning strike that hit like, relatively close. And transformer, out for the count. Little did I know it was going to be out for the count for the next several days. And so we're in darkness, just sort of watching this event happen. And it lasts a surprisingly long time. It was like a few minutes that it was happening. And I have like on my phone a live stream of somebody on TikTok reviewing the storm and talking about the potentiality of tornadoes happening. Because like I said, I was seeing rotation just in the fact that the rain was hitting multiple sides of my home instead of in just one direction like it usually does. And so so it lasts about a minute, between, it was probably like three to 5 minutes. The rain was just pelting the house and you can just hear the wind ripping through the area. And it hit late. It was about like 6 p.m.ish, 6:30ish. And then after the wind event passed by, it just rained a whole lot for like probably the next 10ish minutes. It's still really dark, but at least the wind was over. And then it was done with, but it was still overcast and it was getting late. It was like, nighttime, essentially. And so that happened. Lights went out. That's not uncommon. But like we didn't know the severity of it because we didn't kind of know what was going to happen. Like we'd been told that there was going to be some sort of like severe weather storm that was going to come by. But let me tell you, everything's a fucking severe weather storm that hits. Those are words that mean absolutely nothing to me, It is simply a storm. And I expect nothing more and nothing less from it. This one, however, was in fact a big boy. This was a big boy. This was actually in fact a severe storm. And so we are like, well, lights are out. They'll probably be back soon. Like they usually are. And it's like nighttime, so like I'm not too worried about it. Except so like we go to bed, there's no lights, whatever. Also, it's not our first rodeo. We're a coastal city. we get hit by hurricanes. That's not like that's it. This is nothing new. Lights going out, being without lights in the summer. It is what it is. And so I am. I go to bed fully believing that the lights will be on the next day. Power will be back. I don't really understand the I don't think really anybody understood the severity of the storm we were in and the impact it had on the city until we found out how many people didn't have power. My parents who were watching the news before the storm hit told me that the last number they saw was there was 400,000 people without power. And by the end of the night, I saw a report that it was over 1 million people in the city did not have power. And so, and possibly 1 million customers, I'm not 100% sure. And so, it was, that's when you're just like, okay. But like, I'm still not terribly concerned. But it is a little concerning. It isn't until I start seeing pictures about the fallen, like, towers, the power towers. I don't know what they're called. You know, the ones that are like all are in the big line, very tall, very wiry. They just carry power from one area to another one at a very high voltage. Those huge towers just folded in half, and several like falling over, and just a lot of reports of trees having fallen, and it's just like, oh. And then again, power's like not on in the morning, right? So that's cause for a little bit of concern also. Also the fact that I didn't have, I used all my charge the night before, essentially. I think I went to bed with like 20-something% left on my phone. So I didn't have much access to the world.
Dark.
So again, the severity of the situation's totally not dawning on me. Until, there it is. Holy shit. Had to be somewhere around here. And so, I learned that, wanted to see the temple where, what did it say? Archie wanted to see the temple where the Guardians famously woke the Hive. Not there, it's not there. We woke the Hive. There's no Hive on Nessus. Not Hive on Dreaming City. It has... Literally the only thing that's coming to mind is the Titan strike. But it's not that one. Where did we wake the Hive? Famously woke the Hive. So we're in the hell pit, huh? I mean, I'm assuming it's the moon. It's a big Hive energy. I just don't remember the line. It's been a long time since I've done Shadowkeep. I know, we hate him. Is it the one where, oh, I'm trying to remember where it is. All these places look very, very similar. It's a temple where we woke the hive. How do I get there? I don't think it's through here, but all paths lead to Rome, so we'll just go through this area. We'll just start here and we'll just go until we find it. You love Shadowkeep? Now that's a unpopular opinion. Shout out to Shadowkeep. I don't mind it. I don't have a deep opinion about Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep simply is in my mind. There goes those knives. It said so much good stuff. It was your first DLC? I think it was my first DLC. I got into Destiny when it went to free-to-play. And this was the free-to-play. This was the DLC that came out at the same time. Although I didn't buy Shadowkeep when it came out. I didn't buy anything Destiny for a little bit. There was so much free-to-play content to do. And then my friends wanted to do dungeons. So I can't remember if I bought one and then they bought the other. I can't remember. At the end of the day, I own both of them. Before I go through this area, I just want to look the other way. I just don't want to walk in and then I miss the area. Because I zigged instead of zagged. There is just nothing to set up when I play this one. Just a little bit of a weird campaign. Because I gotta know Eris. Everyone else knew Eris. I was playing with a lot of people who knew a lot about Destiny prior. I like how you started that though. I know we hate him, but hate stuff with Sunset like 6 days 6 days after you got it. I left a lot of the Forsaken stuff for last. It's definitely not this way, but I'm still gonna run this way. I know where this leads, but I have to make sure. The skybox, when we go down to the pyramid, is one of your faves. Oh, it's a very good one. It's my favorite reveal where it meant literally nothing to me. It was like, wow, that's a big box. Have we seen these before? Or like, no, yes, no, maybe. Going into this game, without. Oh, I guess technically Red War was my first expansion. I did do the Red War, and that one was. That came with the game. That was the free-to-play content. But I knew that there was a Destiny 1 because my friends talked about it all the time. The people I was playing with, at least. And so a lot of it was just like, oh, of course. These enemies. These nightmares. Oh no, not again. Not... Who is this again? Oryx. Not Oryx again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that one I know. That guy I do know. I just fought him. But these other guys have no idea who they are. Was basically my response to the beginning of Shadowkeep. And the rest of the time I'm just like, I don't know if I'm supposed to know these guys, these references or not. Like, is this like a thing, or that was my experience of Shadowkeep for the most part. Oh, but to finish off, yeah, so I lost power on the 16th, and then then the next day, the entirety of my neighborhood except my street got their power back, in the early afternoon. Which was annoying because I spent the entire day believing that we were gonna get power back, and then we didn't. Because we are on a different line, literally just my side of the street. For these, like, I don't know, like maybe 20 houses, is completely separate to the rest of my neighborhood, which is annoying. Because my power will go out and then none of theirs will. And it's never the other way around. Their power never goes out and we're the ones still with power because our transformer fucking sucks on the street. Honestly, I should complain more. I should call the power company and complain more about it. Because it's truly an annoying experience. So on the 17th, my entire neighborhood except my street gets their power back at 1 p.m. essentially. And then we have to spend the rest of the day getting gaslit by everyone, telling us that our power's back. And it's like, I promise you it's not. Including the power company themselves. It's just like, no, it is not back. And just reporting outages and then having them continuously let you know that if they get here and try to fix something and the issue is on our side, they're going to charge us money. I'm just like, I promise that this is not an uncommon activity. How does that even happen? I don't know, it's just we're on different lines or some shit. Honestly, I'm gonna complain more. Not right now, because they're doing their best. It's a lot of people without power. So I do not blame them for taking a long time, which honestly they're not. With how many times I've had to go through experiences through hurricanes without power for like weeks on end and stuff like that, their turnaround time is projected to be less than a week. Also, shout out to all the Sparkies that come into town to try and help and fix things. They're the best. Much love and respect for all the Sparkies who come by, getting that OT. Money well earned. Oryx got sent to Titan with 2 warlocks and their 100 children on a field trip with Whisper. I knew from Michigan that came down to Texas to help out with lands. Yeah, it's like they come down a lot. A lot of people come over to Texas to fix things, which is a barrier night. Hello? Have anything? No. Since when did they become barrier knights? That's the Shaloot guy. I guess to prevent you from farming them? I don't know. Didn't know that they became barriers all of a sudden. Yeah, they're just normal. Oh, this is the ogre area, huh? It's not the ogre area. Is this a jumping thing? No. Oh, it's this place. Well, I think I know where I am now. Oh, I mean, I've never not known where I am here, but I have a more firm understanding of where I need to go. Just need to orient myself. Where do we come in to this area? It's very cool. It's like during Like I said, we're no strangers to natural disasters here in my area. This is where you fight. This isn't where I wanted to go. That's where you do the boss battle in the Nightmare Hunt. Yeah, it's very cool. All the people that come down and help from different areas. Like we've built a lot of good faith with the people of New Orleans. So if they have not been impacted by the same disaster we have been impacted by, we always have several groups from New Orleans come by in Louisiana. Come by and help us out in whatever way they can. I believe it's here. This is where we come down, right? This is looking familiar. Yes, because I jump this way and then I come this way. All right. I know where I am. Yeah, it's really cool. I really appreciate everyone who comes around to help out. Because it's really noticeable. It's very noticeable, the impact that the people make. But yeah, so we get our power the next day. The next day, I would say like 3-4ish, I think, is when we get our power back on the 18th. Which is great. Maybe it was a little earlier, which is so good. I was very happy. We were all very happy because the most stressful part is just we don't have any like power banks or anything like that to charge our stuff with, and I'll admittedly wholly unprepared. And it used to not be so much of an issue because I was the only one with like the smartphone, so my charge was the one that would like go down the fastest, and then we'd still have my mom and my dad's phone to reckon with for communication efforts. But now all of us have smartphones, and they simply do not hold the charge of like old phones. So we really felt it this time around, the lack of battery. So that is an investment we'll be looking into here in the near future. But that was mad stressful. This is not the right way, I don't think, but I'm gonna continue following this line. This entire place is a fucking maze. And so, we get our power back, and then we find out, or we figure out that, oh, here we go. We figure out that our air conditioner, so we have a central unit, right? So just one big unit outside that circulates the cool air throughout the house through a series of vents. We figure out that it's not really cooling. Like, it's blowing air, kind of, but not really. And that is not great. That is what I would define as a bad thing. Is this not it? I was gonna be down here. I simply don't remember. All these missions are kind of just like jumbled in my head. This is the one. We have to run out and we're like, Eris. Eris. Oh no, Eris can't hear us. That must not be that mission then. It said temple, so I guess I technically should be looking for one of the temples. We saw a Temple of Oryx, but I didn't see anything over there. We've awoken the hive. We've awoken the hive. It has to be one of the many times you have to run away from this place. I think there's a death wall in between here on the other side, so I can't, like, try to fly over to the other side. I do, in fact, have to walk. I am sad I don't have these knives, though, for the whatchamacallit. How many leeches? This side was my other thought. But I feel like I did just come from over here. No, this one is the ogre. This was the ogre. This is another nightmare hunt. Alright, so not over here, so it has to be the other way. You've awoken the hive, you've awoken the hive. You've awoken the hive. The hive. Just racking my brain trying to remember it. And then we had... so our next door neighbor is an AC technician, and we're like good friends with my neighbor. We've been neighbors a long time, long time. And so he comes over, he checks it out, and he's like, "Oh, I do believe it is the compressor, and the compressor is very, very, very expensive, and replacing it will not always fix the issue. Once it's a compressor, you're kind of cooked. But he's like, I can do something to maybe like patch the issue for a while until, like, you know, you can get the thing, the money for a whole new unit, which is expensive. And we're like, yeah, let's try it. And we try it, doesn't work out. So the next day, we tell him, he brings a unit over, and we have a new AC unit, which is nice, I guess. Not great for the pocket, for the near future, but we have a new one, and now we don't have to worry about it. Because we have been intending on replacing the entire system, but that's expensive, man. And then I see what you're writing. I'll read it in here in a second. If I just get off topic, I will forget for the next like hour what I was talking about. And so then, so we do that. We're without AC on a very hot day for a while, for a few hours, and then we have to wait a little. And it was already hot, and then it only got hotter. But Unstoppable's in here. That's wild to me. Hello. That's wild. That they've changed them to fucking champions. It's 1000%, so you can't do the farming cheese anymore. Which is so unnecessary. So wildly unnecessary, but like here we are, I guess. They said, I do not like that you use this as an XP farm, therefore I will be taking it away by not allowing you to kill them with chip damage. That's so funny. And then, and so, you know, we don't have, so the thing is when no one, so aside from having no power, if you're an Xfinity customer, I don't know about anybody else, but if you're like a Comcast Xfinity person, you don't have any service. You don't have cable. If you have your phone through them, you don't have phone service. If you have your internet through them, you don't have internet service. If you have Xfinity, you're pretty much cooked until they come back online. And so CenterPoint Energy is the company that pretty much owns Houston's power grid. And CenterPoint has been so open with their communication, letting us know, you know, what's happening. They have an outage tracker that's that everyone is looking at, so the webpage never works. And to the point that they had to take it down, the webpage, because too many people were using it. Too many people were there. I'm gonna need a map. And so we're just like happy. I'm just grateful that, you know, years ago we chopped down the trees we had in our yard because they were old and had been taken by just tree illnesses, so like they were weak, and it was a little nerve-wracking having them outside when we know that high wind activity happens, like hurricanes for the most part. So we got rid of them years and years ago, and so we didn't have to worry about that during this event. I thought that was grass. I was like, hello? I've already gone that way. Fucking Archie, man. And so, but it's still kind of tough. Because you don't really realize how, like, we had bills we needed to pay. And, all we had was the internet on our phone. For the most part. There's one place I haven't been that is where I've been trying to go for a while now, and I'm annoyed that I haven't gotten there yet. I thought it was going to be through that door, but apparently not. Oh, this is this mission again. Where the fuck? It's my little jumping puzzle. It was like, it's near the Circle of Bones, I thought. I'll just keep running around until I find it, I guess. And so, we're relying on like my phone, our phone's internet, which, like, shout out to T-Mobile, I guess, for giving everyone unlimited 5G access during these times of difficulty, because oh my gosh, which was still hard because, again, no one has internet, so everyone is using their mobile data, and that means that there is some mad congestion happening. Oh, this is the Circle of Bones. Fuck. I need to go back to the entrance. I know how to get to places from the entrance to this place, from the Hellmouth entrance. You take me out of my routine though and I'm suddenly lost. Looking at things backwards throws me off every single time. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. I was right though. I was right and I was wrong. God, you would think me going around in circles in this place would mean I've never explored this area before. When quite on the contrary, then am I just going back where I just came from? Sure. I've spent a lot of time down here. It was just several years ago. And so like I'm not really like connected to anything too much. Like occasionally at like late at night, like during off hours essentially, is when like I'm able to finally like use the internet on my phone to like an extent. Until recently, I guess when people started getting their internet back, is when suddenly I was able to connect with the world once more. And so I'm just like trying to have like major FOMO because I had a lot of things I was supposed to do this weekend. Like between Thursday and yesterday, I actually had quite a few activities that I needed to that I had to do. That I simply just had to be like, hey guys, I cannot do this because I have no idea either when my power is coming back or when my internet is coming back. So like I was having like a major FOMO for like the activities that like could go on without me. And like seeing what's happening when I could see what was happening through like Discord. Because I could not access Discord a lot of the time. And then I was like on my period all weekend. So like I'm already kind of like in a crabby mood and like very exhausted. So I'm not really even getting much done. With like my no internet time. Which honestly probably the worst part. Cause there were definitely things I could have been doing. But I just zero energy, no energy. It was hot and then my body was taking the rest of my resources, so. Oh, do you know where it probably is? If it's not down here, I feel like I've looked through every nook and cranny of this stupid place. I know where it probably is. I'm just like kind of very bored and very just sleepy all the time. And especially once like everything got dealt with, like once our AC was working, once we made sure all our other electronics were working, then it was just like, well, now I guess it's just sit and wait and see what happens. And then I was just like, we were trying to figure out how to like get an antenna to work on our TV. So the chance we could get some... The chance we can get some... Yep, here it is. Some channels on the TV, so at least there was something to watch. The silence was deafening in the house. And we couldn't figure it out, so I was like laying in bed googling ways to be able to get hello Ritualist of Xivu Arath. All right, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All because I didn't... I guess he can't really come up back to this area. I guess you can. We were right... We were just here. Hold on, let me show you where this is. So this one. It's the one side I didn't go to. I knew when I saw that was like a thing. But I saw Temple of Oryx in another area, and I just was like, then it must not be here. And that was the beginning of the end of that one. Archie heard about a place where Guardians took a plunge to defeat a Hive Prince. Took a plunge to defeat a Hive Prince? And some witches started performing a ritual? God. A dive to... What 1,000%. Has to be in the Hellmouth. I guess it's easier if I code through here. I was just like laying in bed, Googling ways to get an antenna. How to like make a makeshift antenna. And where I would stick it on like a modern TV. When I got just like I've had zero contact. When I didn't have power for those first 2 days, my internet provider, Xfinity, sent me, I would say, around 8 text messages, all saying the same exact thing about just like, hey, we're sorry you don't have servers. Once power comes back to the area, we'll like we'll get right on that. And that was that. No, I was thinking it might be a different area. Hive Prince. I'm just assuming it's the Hellmouth. Any place I could think you actually take a plunge is for like Pit of Heresy. Yeah, they gotta chill here. Moon, you creepy boy. And I get and so like after being basically ghosted by my cable company for a couple of weeks, are you facing this way? Is that just like a... Ah, I see. Of course, the beginning of the rain. Naturally. Archie's last stop. He decided to ignore Eris's warning and go find out what's so special about the lunar pyramid. Ooh. How do I guess a lunar pyramid? God, it'll come to me. Yeah, I just like I get a message being like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you have internet now. Your services have been resolved." I'm like, "Hello? Well, what?" And sure enough, I go and like I'm laying in my bed, right? And I stand up, I go shake my mouse on my PC to see if I have internet, and yeah, sure enough, Ethernet connected, and I'm like, hello? And then I go and look at the
Scouts report Hive wizards mounting a ritual. Kill whatever comes out of that portal and shut it down.
I don't remember the path off the top of my head. And then, like, I literally, like, the TV has not been on at all. Because we didn't have cable. It wasn't until, but, like, it suddenly was on because, like I said, we were trying to figure out how to do antenna on the modern TV. And I'm just like, what are the fucking chances that we just turn on the TV for the first time and suddenly this works? But I mean, it's what happened, I guess, so. And then and that happened at like 3-ish, today. And so I've just like been reeling truly ever since. And I'm just glad I'm here with you guys. Let me,
It's hunting me.
oh, that's right. I forgot I didn't change this back to wireless windowed. Should probably also change this to like things like I hate it. You know I hate it when you do this. You know I hate it when you do this. So why do you do this to me? You know perfectly well. You know perfectly well this isn't what I mean. This is why no one likes you. Let me scroll back and read this. Alright. So the Great Disaster, aka the Battle of the Moon, aka the City's Folly, aka Vanguard F up big time, led to a kind of cascade issue with the Vanguard in the last city. The consensus and the Vanguard flew too close to the sun and believed they could take on the Hive against the wisdom of Shaxx. It led to the loss of a vast number of Guardians and the further abandonment of Guardians on the Moon. It caused Guardians to break ranks within the Vanguard and brought about a fear of the Guardians as a whole. So with the fall of the moon brings the rise of Crota. That's why we have him about. The Battle of the Moon actually almost led to the fall of the city because the Guardians were not united, and if it weren't for Shaxx disobeying Saladin's tree call, the city would in fact have fallen. Yeah, it's actually a very significant moment in time.
Where did it go?
And truly it's not actually talk because it's, I mean, you know, it's water under the bridge. They used to talk about it a lot more in lore, but not really anymore. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how the fuck to get down to the pyramid.
I'll hold them off.
I'm trying to remember where the fuck the beginning of that mission is. the beginning of that mission. Let me just read this again. No, it is the lunar pyramid. Doing the thing where I'm getting my thing on the side again. My task manager showing up there. Where the rituals are. Oh, well. Like, why are you not tied to... Like, what is this? Oh, it's because the game is just so slightly off-center? What? Because the game... Why are you just slightly off-screen? No wonder I keep... Can I change the bounds? That didn't help anything. Why are you not... A full screen was fine. What's happening? Why are you just slightly off screen? That's so obnoxious. Even... What is... I don't... Why are... Guessing you wouldn't be doing this to me if you knew what kind of week I'd had. Just to make sure yeah, that looks fine over here. That's so obnoxious. I guess we'll just keep with full screen, I guess. I've had a week and Destiny is testing me today. What am I doing? Oh, right, I'm going to the pyramid. I'm trying to retrace paths I've taken before in this game. I'm trying to remember, but like remembering the order of missions kind of sucks. NGL.
Help me, please!
Like go ahead and retrace some paths real quick. Alright, so we get to the moon, right? This is our first mission. We start here and we have to fight our way in to the moon, right? It's also the beginning of one of the nightmare hunts, so I might also be confusing with that. Because for the nightmare hunt, you have to go that way. I don't think you have to do that for the mission. For the mission, you have to open up this. And then you kill, like, the eyes or whatever, and I think this opens up, right? Is that what you do? And I have to go into the keep? The key? You have to go through here, right? I thought that was a footstep. Thought that would be my clue that I'm going the right way. It has to be through here, right? As you go through here and then hives start popping out, like that one. Yeah. This is the first mission. Because you see, like, the hive that are like ghosts, essentially. The only time they've done anything like that. I remember running through here with Risk Runner my first time through. And being really scared. Because it was real creepy. I was like, no one told me this was a horror game. First time you see the pyramid. Ah, there's our little footy. Our little paw print. There we go. You ever go inside this pyramid? You're not gonna be over here? No. Of course you're gonna be over here. We start getting pulled in, right? Oh, did Archie get pulled in? Archie, no, not like this. No, I didn't get pulled in. Archie couldn't have gotten pulled in. Oh, there you are. Hey, bud. What's up? Offer positive reinforcement. There you go, buddy. Really gotta stop going off when we're about to start a big war, bud. You need to understand, we're in a real pickle right now in the world. And I understand you want to go sightseeing, but how about when we're not in imminent danger? Ever consider that, Archie, little guy? I like to go here to farm the Vex. Ah, I see. Yes. Technically, Ghost got taken over by Sagira once. You consider that possession. But it might be the first time he was taken over by the Ghost was taken over by the darkness. Trying to think if there was another time, but I don't think there was. Sagira totally possesses him. I forgot. Deposit my little Sandsquirn, which I could have sworn I had already done, but maybe I just did another mission.
Hello again.
Where on the moon is Archie? Such a bleak place, the moon. True, so haunted. At any rate, Archie brought something back for me. Archie seems really excited. A really cool rock. Thanks, Archie. I found this sitting next to a wizard's crown while exploring the Hellmouth. He thought it was cool. It could be safely dismantled, but Archie might be sad. Don't worry, Archie, we keep those. I'm a hoarder. Don't you worry, bud. What are you? Orbs of power, easy peasy. Sagira or Ada? Put that over here with my mug. Sagira? I don't know. I mean, we've seen Sagira's shell. In Witch Queen.
You know where to find me.
God, I'm so close to finishing this one. Let's just do Rolk. Just gonna check a
Adopting
Discord.
this new technology feels overwhelming. I barely understand it, but it's nice to have a clear challenge in front of me.
I'll just keep looking at that. In case that pops in. I might be able to get that done tonight. Not on stream, I don't think. It might be too late.
I once believed the forges could be our future, but I was wrong. They were just a step on the path. And now, we walk on.
Well, damn. Talk about growth, Ada. Yeah, but think about it. Kate appears in the Pale Heart. What if all ghosts go there too? Oh, God's all the ghosts we smushed. Look, the ghosts knew they chose a side. We had to know that it wasn't always going to be all positive over there. Have to do that, have to do that. I don't feel like doing that. I've done that mission on Legend so many times solo. Let me... Have I gone to the helm and picked out all my red borders? Granted, I don't really know what red borders I have left to do, aside from the seasons. I guess I can check. My brain is so broken right now. Over here. My brain is... I'm not computing today. Okay, so that's... that's still the seasons. The season... I think it's only all season. I'm curious. I am curious what we're going to see when we get inside the, inside the Traveler. Turns out I had not. I'm not done with that one. How many engrams do I have? 5? Alright, let me see what I need. If everything I have left to do is just foil stuff, or Season of the Wish, or whatever the fuck we call this season. I took a couple of months off this season, and therefore I have not finished a lot of stuff. Okay, so it appears that I do only have this season stuff left, which is good. It's just a quick one. It's Riven's Lair, right? Riven's Lair is the fast one? Yeah, because Koyo, you have to do a ton of things. Riven's Lair is just one and done, yeah? Oh, we're gonna find out. Ooh, Solar Surge pop. Let's go. Oh, I have such random weapons on. Solar. I guess let's just do that. And, I have all raids. I have my entire raid setup on me. Because that's all I've been doing. All I've been doing for the last week. And then, like, a little bit of extra stuff because I was doing Zero Hour or Outbreak. Which I need a solo. I need to solo it. And then do, I guess, the one where you don't die. I'm assuming that's one of the things again. God, let me tell you, one of the things I didn't tell you guys about, the most amount of mosquitoes that exist in this world since this storm is astra-fucking-nomical. You cannot open the door without letting in at least one mosquito. And all my legs are riddled with mosquito bites. It's awful. I am so itchy all the time. They got my arms a little bit, even one of my fingers. I'm just like, I just didn't feel them. It sucks. I'm so mad about it. And like, there's still mosquitoes. There's still so many mosquitoes.
Vex, Taken, Scorn, all of them attempt to wear down our resolve. Just another war on the home front. But not, I think.
And I was just like, I was just scratching an itch. I was just scratching one of them. I'm trying not to, because obviously it's bad. For the healing process. Ada 1's cameraman? Is that what I just saw with my own two eyes? I saw with my own two eyes? Oh, I see somebody's trying to get their stuff done. Is this the one that goes both sides? It is. Look at me remembering things. Is there not the one back there? There was one over here, wasn't there? Why am I assuming I remember anything? Because I sure as hell do not. I got 2 of 3. There's this one. There's that one, and there's the one at the beginning that I missed. I'm gonna absolve myself from that. I'm not gonna put all the blame on me. We both missed that one. Get some mid spray. Verminally safe and smells nice-ish. I do believe that that in PB's household, I do believe that our secret ingredient for dealing with bug bites is mouthwash. Like really good, strong mouthwash, Listerine. At least I think that's what I used to do when I was a kid. Now I just try to have self-control. But I think as a kid that's what we used to use. I'd have to ask my mom. Because admittedly, I don't remember. I don't usually get bug bites. I reached a point in my life where they just simply stopped thinking that my blood was delicious and they stopped biting me. Obviously, the time has come back again where I am delicious and they will be coming at me. It's really like just kamikazing, huh? Oh, we're too fast. We're too good. I took the time when I didn't have anything to do
I see it
to
now, Guardian.
clean and reorganize
What
my
the Soul
cables.
Divisive have been trying to achieve through tapping into the
And
darkness. The Vex have always
my mouse,
wanted to calculate
and it's
predict
always just a
paracausality. They've always failed.
a
So,
battle
instead, they
to
appear
figure
be
out
attempting to merge their collective with the
how long
darkness
my
with
mouse
the
cord
witness.
needs to be.
It would seem they have not achieved it. Out there they could, but they are trying.
I don't remember how to do this activity. Yep, that guy's name absolutely is Zeta 1's cameraman. Amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you for waiting. I've developed an allergy. Oh no! Oh, that makes sense. The mouthwash thing? I just always remember having like a really tiny bottle of Listerine. And it was like, we didn't use it for mouthwash. It was literally the one my mom would use for my mosquito bites. Damn. Oh, I went on a journey there. Alright. In theory, I get my free bread border here.
Queen Mara,
I get 2!
any news of your brother?
I can still feel Crow's presence.
Go.
Distant, but unmistakable. There
Let's
is
go.
a
I finally got the
balance
scatter
between
signal
us,
pattern.
but I will
That's
chart
such a
course in
good
time.
fusion rifle. If you need a good fusion rifle in your first slot, it's great for damage. Bubbles for days. I know, I just got ping-ponged around. 5 minutes? Not bad. It definitely could have been faster if I remembered how this activity worked. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Ooh, I like how... Oh, I really like how that guy's dressed also. Give you the green for it. No. He left. Damn you. What are the chances Ada's cameraman from the Rat Clan will commend me, please? 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 Ada 1's cameraman from the Rat Clan, please? 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 Damn you, Ada's cameraman from the Rat Clan. How dare you snub me in this way? Damn you. Alright, we got that done. Is there anything else I truly want to do today? I kind of just wanted to chill, TBH. Just hang out, talk. I look forward to reading all this lore, by the way. I'm not going to do it right now. But there's a few books I need to read through. After I've picked up all the lore and I just haven't done anything with it. Hold on, I need to reply to something real quick. So you're gonna play D3 when they put it out? I don't know. They really have to do something for me to be convinced to, like, I think for a D3 they have to have a compelling story, and I think for the most part they have to put more MMO in D3, I think, for me to be truly interested in investing my life into the game. Because I really, like, don't get me wrong, I really like Destiny 2. I really like it. I just don't like the people who the game. The execs who, like, make all the decisions, or the managers, or whomever. Sora needs to shape up, Lamau. I truly need a just like... Yeah, I need more MMO in the game for me to be invested in it. I don't like how the Bungie execs run and treat Destiny and its content. They definitely tried to make it a cash cow out of nothing. The way that the game was set up was not set up with cash cow in mind. I think there's ways to make this game a cash cow, but not in the way that D2 has it all set up, you know? Like, that's not... I just... Like, I don't mind microtransactions in games when I get something out of it. I like making my characters look nice. But in D2, you very rarely look at your... Or in Destiny, you very rarely see your character. Other people will see your character, but you really won't. So it feels like a waste of money. But if we did an MMO, if we added more MMO elements to this game, such as interesting, you know, interesting social areas, instead of just like a really boring old, hey, Mr. Limey, what's up, man? How you doing? Instead of like boring old tower, boring old helm, the only places you get to see your character, if they were like actual interesting social areas, then I can see an appeal to actually looking at your character in third person for an extended period of time. Yellow, it's an all-nighter night for you. Oh no! Oh no! We have a hello there. I think it works. It should work. It's somewhere in the channel points. Because then I feel like there's a reason for me to do it, you know? Right now I just don't feel a need to buy things in the shop. Like, the Witcher stuff was cool. The Mass Effect stuff is cool, but I never see my character, so I don't really care. I only ever see my like weapon ornaments and like my shaders. But even then I don't look at my weapons very often. Emotes and finishers are the most incentivizing thing to have. But like there's so much cool stuff that I just never see. Like my ship, never get to see my ship. I see my sparrow all the time. And I sometimes see my ghosts, but like it's inconvenient to have my ghosts out, so I don't have them out ever. I think there's ways to do microtransaction in this game if they fix some stuff, but for right now, it just doesn't feel worth it to spend money on this game. And I hope that they do, in fact, get it to have more MMO. Because, like, if you look at Final Fantasy XIV, microtransactions work there because you see your character all the time. WoW's the same way. You see your character all the time. That's why there's an incentive to farm for mounts and things. Destiny doesn't have that. Destiny doesn't have any of that. I would like more MMO. I would like more grindable loot. In the way of, like, cosmetic loot. Like sparrows or mounts I guess in this game. And not just like secret things or stuff like that, but like there's a boss. I would like bosses on, like, I would like there to be a reason for you to be on a planet. Because right now planets are useless. I have a lot of grievances with the game that I talk about all the time. Like, I hate that this is menus the game. That's my biggest critique of Destiny 2. I hate to do any activity. It's just menu after menu after menu. There's nothing organic about this game. But, you know, it is what it is. They're gonna have to convince me. I'm not convinced as a person with an exceptionally large amount of hours in this game. I'm not convinced enough with the progress in Destiny 2 to play Destiny 3 whenever that comes out. They'd have to do some dramatic stuff to be completely honest with you. But what should I have? Coffee or energy drink? Probably a coffee to start off with. Then get into the energy drinks, depending, I guess, what time it is. If it's still early in the night, I think an energy drink would be good. But if, like, you're, like, midway through your all-nighter, I'd say a coffee. I would like to see more slice of life stuff for Guardians, yeah. Honestly, my thing is I want so there, I don't know if you were playing the game at this time, Kosh, but there was an event right before Beyond Light, where we saw the Traveler, like, wake up, and Sorry. I haven't been online in a while, and I'm getting a lot of messages. Sorry. Almost 4 in the morning? Yeah, make a coffee. So there was this activity before Beyond Light, where the traveler woke up, but the activity was you walk through this, you walked through the last city and you were inside the last city and you were under the traveler in the light city. Let me see if I can find a, let me see if I can find a video of it. Can you guys see this? No, good. This guy does a pretty decent, yeah, they do a somewhat decent job of showing it. Let me pop this open. So this is where the traveler used to be in the sky. It used to be right in front of us, before it shot up into the sky. This is a vase, by the way. This is some creator called Evase. Traveler healed itself. Darkness approaches. This is what the traveler used to look like. God, it was such a long time ago. I completely forgot what this used to be like. I have so many photos of me in front of this traveler. But here's where you landed. So you're in Riverside in the last city. You got to go here with a fire team of 3. And it was just follow through this entire area. And Ghost was talking to you about, like, Ghost is feeling things, essentially. You came in at Witch Queen? Yeah. I don't know if he's talking through this. Oh, I think I muted the tab. I sure did.
Ghosts reporting in from across the system. We can't explain it, but we all sense it. A heartbeat.
And so we then come down here, and we're right next to the traveler, right under it, essentially. We all get this, like, quickness boost, so we can jump around, and we all hang out here. He really skipped going through. It was a large area. We really are going through the entire city. I don't know if he ever goes back. I don't think you could go back, to be honest with you. But, like, there's the tower that's broken.
Something is coming. I can feel it.
Oh, he doesn't go back for it. But this was a live event. This was back when we were trying to do live events in this game. Let me see if I can find a better video of this. Because it was actually, it's literally my Roman Empire. I think about this so much. I literally think about this all the time. Literally, I bring it up anytime I talk about how I want a new social space. This is the first thing I think about. Oh, fucking Rikakis, of course. I don't trust Brickackis to not be speaking at me during this. But like you spawned in here, Ghost talks to you, blah blah blah. Then you walk around. Not to rush you, Brickackis, but yeah, like here, like we have all these little stands that are like open. You can walk in. Like we are in the last city, going through the area. And like, oh my god, you're not seeing it. Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at a different chat. I'm trying to get some Pantheon going in the background. Like you go in to these different areas and you like it's so good. I'll just link this so you can watch it on your own time because it looks like he really does go through it in earnest. But I'm a 10 out of 10. Yeah. It looks like he does go through it in earnest. There's a lot of fun areas. There was even like a jukebox. There was like a jukebox that played like one of the original songs from, I think, Forsaken. It was like one of the ones that Paul McCartney wrote. That always gets copyrighted. I think it was Destiny 1 actually he wrote it for. And so, oh, you need to do some Pantheon before reset tomorrow? Hell yeah. I just have Rolk to do. I need to change Rolk. We're not starting just yet, so I've got time. Hey Matthew. Hey Matthew, you want are you busy right now? Matthew, hey Matthew, can I use you as a checkpoint holder so I can hold it on a different character? Can you just finish Rolk Lamel? Can I use you as a checkpoint holder real quick? Can you like hop on me? We drive into Rolk. I give you lead. I jump out. I jump back in with my other character. Grab the checkpoint because they want to run Atrax. And I would like to. I propose Atrax for a Rolk. I was like, I see that we want to do this. Nice. We aren't starting just yet. Take your time. Okay. I got time. Gotta get that plat score. I don't have plat on a lot of... we didn't get plat, which I'm so mad about, actually. On a lot of things. We got it on some things, but not all of them. We were just struggle busting through it, unfortunately. Alright. I'm just gonna leave you here real quick. I'll be RB. Throw it on my Warlock. Chances I play my Warlock, low. So many friends playing right now. Holy shit. He's just a little guy. Oh. I didn't realize I had this ship on. I love jumping on my characters that I never do anything for. I'm a huge fan of that. Because I just know it's always a nice little surprise what I have on. Like, what am I wearing? I don't know. What weapons does this character have? We started on the Atrax today because we missed the score but got time yesterday. Then We 3-phase Rolk for the completion. We'll 2-phase them next week. Arc sucked, yeah.
You have served your purpose. All
No, you.
that awaits you now is the gift of death. The darkness
you.
beyond your final days.
Because I didn't run.
Defeat your enemies. It's all I ask.
Guardian down.
Just barely walked off.
Dust yourself off. There is no shame in being knocked down.
He get knocked down. Yeah, man. Do you get 300 just for starting the activity, or because I killed Matt? The world may never know. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. I'm worth so many more points than that. You are. I agree. At least 2 more points. We're so many more points than that. What is this? Stop that. There we go. 200,000? You know. I'm not gonna say no. But I'm not gonna say yes. I definitely think you are worth points. Yeah, see, we only got Caretaker and Aatrax. Aatrax was super actually easy. It was actually kind of ridiculous how easy it was to get flat on Aatrax. Then Macrocosm, we just went one phase too much on Macrocosm. On the take we actually did. Oryx, we fucked up. We's a strong word for that one, but we weren't able to get it done. Golgoroth was just, we didn't want to reset. We should have, but we didn't want to reset. Because it was already our second attempt. And then we have Rolk. Did the cheese for Aatrax. What do we do for Aatrax? We did... I think it was 3 Thunder Crashes. I used Golden Gun because I just couldn't get my Blade Barrage because of so many Titans getting their backs in the way of my Blade Barrage. And Parasite, I think, is what we used. I think it was Parasite. 3 Thunder Crashes. I used Goldie. And I'm trying to remember what everybody else used. I think somebody used their Nova Bomb. I think Nilly used Blade Barrage. She was our scanner though, so she was Hunter. So I don't really remember. I struggled with getting Parasite up with Hunters around. Yeah, I was struggling a little bit with it. Honestly, I might have switched over to... I was op, so I was just getting kills where I could. Honestly, the way I got my kills was just killing the snipers. I was downstairs, so I was just killing the snipers because no one else ever wanted to deal with the snipers, so I just murdered them. I love my hunters, but damn, let me kill things. LOL. I just got the snipers and mid because no one ever wanted to deal with mid either downstairs. So that's where I got my murders in. And then If I didn't get them down below, when I was up, so I would go up top. And because we left 2 below, because we wanted to 2-phase it instead of just 1-phasing it. Mid trips us up in bad spawning, yeah. We left 2. We wanted to do it in 2 phases because it was just not possible to do it in 1 the way we had our setup going. And the time we got it done, it just was in. We did upstairs. We did pretty much all of the damage. We just left like a sliver left, and then downstairs got the rest of it done, and then it was just. We were ready to go. That was really funny because again, that was up. I picked up one of the orbs right before last stand. and it was real close. I didn't want to tell everyone because we had been on Atrax for a little bit. We were struggling. And I didn't want to tell anyone how long there was left on my timer before I exploded. Because I simply did not want to waste the time in trying to get it off of my head. I simply wanted to do as much damage as possible. Like, I used 1 parasite, and then I would switch to rocket. I had, like, my, my Apex Predator on me. We were in, like, 5-second range before I blew up. Before he did all the damage to finish. It was scary. Let's just say that. It was spoopy. What happened was spoopy. But I didn't want to say a damn word. Because I was just like, I'm gonna make some people panic, and they're gonna fuck up if I let them panic. You know what I want to do. I don't know if there's anything left I really want to do. Right now. I want to do some mindless farming, but I can't do that. I guess let me just prepare for this. It's Atrax. What do I have set up? I'm gonna go this. Let me pull my parasite. Again. My parasite will never know peace. Cause you did the cheese. What's the cheese? Is that just trying to 1-phase it? Is that what you're considering the cheese? It's Arc, right? Is that? I think that's why I have Dark Decider on. No, I had Undead Kindness. And then I had this because I was op. The chances low that I'm op again. I'm going Goldie because I simply cannot see a world where I get my damage in. Major spec. Might as well just prepare for this rain. I'll probably stop streaming here in a second. Not to prevent you guys from seeing some Pantheon greatness. I just want all my frames when I go into it. Alright, let me go to the tower and decode these. It's basically skipping a few things you need to do rather than doing it legit. I don't know if you're talking about just brute forcing damage. or if there is a cheese I don't know of that exists in Atrax. But no, I understand that. That's why we went in it with the intention to do full damage on 2 floors. We still won. Yes, we still won. We did it in 1 rotation. It was just upstairs, downstairs, then we did final stand. Is what we still ended up doing. Though we tried to do it 1 floor. We just didn't have the damage output to get it done. Oh, like you recognize that ship. Hey, Prax, I hope the game's going well. Thanks for stopping on by. I'm assuming during break. We went with Grand Overture, 1 Parasite, and our Titan's Thunder Crash. We be considered Grand Overture, especially with the cheese right now of just shooting the keypad. But not enough people were convinced. A lot of people. That's a nice way of putting it. A lot of people are set in their ways on how they wish to accomplish things. And, you know, for better or worse, that's just where they're at. And that limits some possibilities sometimes. Is that the diplomatic way of putting it? Do we like that? Do we think that's a good diplomatic way of putting it? Jesus Christ almighty. Oh my god. Someone just uploaded a photo of their brightness settings and it is blinding. Just cleaning up my inventory a little bit here. Yeah, charging up the missiles. Just picking up the Ritters, hitting the Sirs, 3 people upstairs, 3 down, killing mobs upstairs, keeping 1 serve, then having Reader let us know which one to attack, ignoring everything else downstairs. Yeah, so just brute forcing damage. It's what that is. You're just trying to one-phase damage. How the fuck did you even bite me there? And me not notice? I don't know when I got thick skin, but apparently I did at some point, and it is what it is, I guess. Okay. Katie, you got anything good for me, fam?
Hi there.
It works if warlocks have Cataclysm over Nova.
Check. Thank you.
It's like...
Ready.
We just decided to, because God, Pantheon is just, since it gets harder every week, we just decided to play it safe. Because like I said, there was just some not optimal damage output from the full team. So
What do you need?
we had to make adjustments. Under Pressure Warple, not bad. This is the one I had for the longest time. Apparently there was a really good Vulpecula on Banshee the other day. I'm so close. Should probably pull these.
Not bad.
Get my free little Ascendant Shard. I really do need to farm Ascendant Shards, like, pretty badly. I don't have a lot of them. I have 12, which is more than the, like, 3 I had before, but not as much as I'd like to have. Yeah, minus 15 this week was rough. Yeah. Sorry, I thought I saw a mosquito. I'm now so paranoid about these mosquitoes. Hasn't popped up over here yet. There we go. Tag item for Infuse. You're like a rare gem to me. I have so few 1810s on me. In the primary slot. It's actually really bad. GM farm when? I am down. I don't think we're getting another double weekend between now and then, but I'm down to farm. I don't know what it is. I guess it doesn't matter what it is this week. I don't know what it is next week. I guess I can kind of guess. Right? They usually go in order. Oh no, you know what? Jackie posted it over on Has No House about what's coming next week. I'm Matt with the subtle, not so subtle flex. I saw that. Birthplace of the Vile. It's not a bad one to farm next week. I wouldn't be mad about it. It's not a great one to farm, but it's not the worst one. I had to, and I don't blame you. That was mostly my fault we didn't get it done this week. I know, I was totally okay with them replacing me. It's not like they were replacing me when I could have done it.
Let's see what we've got for each other.
But I guess no one offered to jump in. Not that I really blame them. The potato shit. They're doing the churro cheap farm. So I guess I should like finish up stream instead of just like walking around. To talk about Void 1680, I did a test run of it the other day, and right now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna incorporate you guys into it, because it's gonna be like 9 to 12 minutes of just music playing without me interrupting the music. And that is when in the game it's designed for you to play the game, where it's where you pull the card, find the prompts, choose the songs, create your the person who's calling into the station, figure out what they're calling about. If they're requesting a song, that's when you find the song. Or you choose a song, you know, to throw in the next block. And like that's how the gameplay works, and it takes about the 9 to 12 minutes it takes for your music to play. And then is this Stories from Ohio? It's called Void AM 16.8. What is it? Hold on. Sorry, I keep hitting my fucking start menu and it doesn't pop up because I'm in full screen. Because the game decided to be annoying today. Yeah, it's Void 1680 AM by Ken Lowry. Based off of... it's not really based off of anything, I think. It's this guy. Void 1680. It's the solo game we're playing... Oh, it popped up on the side. LOL. I mean, that's fine. I'm okay with it being there. Yeah, so the game is designed for you to play during those few minutes. Or, like, to do the gameplay. So then you can, like, jump in and just play the songs. Like, do your, like, whole radio, like, alright, and that was, you know, Skinny by Billie Eilish. And, followed then by Lunch by Billie Eilish. And we had a caller call in, and they wanted to talk about how dinosaurs are still roaming the earth, and that's what cryptids are. A little bit odd for a station about the gays, but you know what? Weird and gay is what we do here. Anyways, coming up we have Make Me Feel by Janelle Monáe. I don't know. And then you hit play and then you go, right? Like that's like the gameplay of it. And then you have like the 9 to 12 minutes you play the song. And so I'm trying to figure out what to do with that 9 to 12 minutes and how I'm going to interact with you guys for gameplay. And now fucking my guy. But what are they doing? They're just trying to get the Twitch. Have an active Google Doc where you have a call convo with a player or two and take down notes via chat. See, the thing is I don't want to fully rely, because a lot of people aren't going to stop by for the game. Like, just, you know, realistically, I expect to have like maybe 3-4 concurrent people watching at that given time. Okay, give me a second. Cool. Let me hold on. You guys can't hear Discord, right? I can pop in. All right, give me a hot second, chat. I'm gonna talk to them and figure out what the challenge is, so I don't fuck this up for them. Okay. They're doing don't get hit by the bolt. No. No, it did not. It did not hurt me. Yeah, she bolted.